I've been telling Adra to stop braiding tight hairstyles back to back, but she never listens. So now it was born because she woke up one morning to see these rash-like bumps around her hairline. She can't even force a smile now because her face is as tight and indented as the traction lines on her edges. This is the anatomy of a hair follicle. Adra, you went to Auntie Amma, that hairdresser with face like Bukumbaku blue, and told her you want this hairstyle. Auntie Amma too, in all her newfound expertise, has now braided and shifted all your scalp follicles, which are supposed to sit at a 45 degrees angle in the dermis, to a whooping 90 degrees. Now your follicles are looking like this, and you can feel your heart beat in your head. This is called traction folliculitis, and that is what happens when too much force is applied to your follicles. The force applied to the strands when braiding stresses the entire gland, and when that happens, your follicles experiences micro tears, tiny invisible tears, which usually occur within and around the follicle. You see these blood vessels at the bottom? Their job is to supply oxygen, nutrients, and the likes to your hair. But since you have allowed Auntie Amma to yank up the follicle, the dermis of your scalp has now compressed these vessels, and now the goodies are no longer coming in. And your body's defense team, the red and white blood cells, detects a problem in your scalp. You have micro tears, your follicles are sitting at a weird angle, blood vessels are constricted. You can't even change your facial expression because everywhere feels tight, like the economy of Ghana. Then they will trigger an inflammatory response to help your follicle heal. When that happens, you begin to see some redness, swelling, and pain, which is simply an indication of your immune system repairing the damage caused. If your immune system does a great job, you notice the rash flake off and disappear after some time. However, things can still turn south and escalate in the process. The injury could get infected by skin bacteria or fungi, and sometimes develop pus-like pimples like so. This is the sebaceous gland, and it is responsible for supplying your scalp and hair with oil, in duty of lubricating the skin and preventing the skin from drying out during the healing process. It may overproduce oil, which eventually worsens the condition. Why? Because too much oil could mix with dead skin cells and block the follicle opening, which could trap bacteria and cause damage to the follicles, and in severe cases may lead to other conditions like traction alopecia. Traction folliculitis can improve on its own if you just take down the tight hairstyle, because without the constant tension, the inflammation usually goes away over time. But if the irritation continues, or if there's an infection, it might need antibiotics or anti-inflammatory creams to fully heal. Adwa, just give your hair a break from the tight hairstyle. Simple. Follow me, let's go some bust down inches, baby.